It's Wednesday, so it's time for a midweek update video. This is where we thank our sponsors and our supporters for their amazing support, and where you can stay bang up to date with our projects, such as our MK2 Rally Mini. Without your support, we couldn't do the motorsport that we love to do, so thank you very much. Right, when am I recording this? Woo, 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening, so on target. Gives me Monday and Tuesday to edit this, so you can see it on Wednesday. Right, should we crack on with Dad's Binny Cooper S? Right, the front crash bar is on, and I managed to fit the front bumper as well. Doesn't sound like a big thing, but for my neighbours it's probably massive, because now it actually looks like a whole car and less offensive to their eyes. Do you remember in the last episode I was worried about putting coolant into the radiator? Well, Dave Goodwin messaged me and said you could always pressure test it, and of course I never thought of that. Good idea, mate, thank you very much. However, before I got that message, I just went for it and put coolant in. So far, no leaks. The next, am I peaking? Am I peaking? Sorry if I am.
Nobody cares.
The next job is to put oil in it. I need to put the oil back into the gearbox. I need to put oil back into the engine. Oh.
What the
And I've also got to put brake fluid in there because it's completely dry. There's a story behind that. However, what stopped me from putting oil in is, do you remember that adapter that I bought? So I could put on the end of the oil filter housing, so that meant that I could run this oil pressure switch and have a tee off to an oil pressure gauge. And I can't find it. I've looked high and low, and it's really frustrating. Yeah, I remember looking at it because it's in a little clear green plastic bag, and I went, I'm going to put that somewhere safe. But I can't find it anywhere. Literally, I've wasted hours. That's no word of a lie. I looked hours for it and I can't find it. It's not the end of the world, I suppose. I can always just put that in, and then when I find it, I can actually, add the pressure gauge to it. Talk about pressure gauges. I did buy this one from Bewley, maybe last year. I thought that would look quite nice because it would, it's a Smith's, and it would kind of look cool in the Mini because that's the colour of the gauges. However, looking into it, the actual sender for it, because it does say when you look at the instructions you have to use the sender for this, flipping heck is that expensive, and it's really bulky as well. So I'm looking at alternatives. I've got an idea. The Rally Mini. Do you remember that I made these hatches to go in the rear bulkhead? And the whole idea is, just like the works team, sorry, I've got something in my eye. Just like the works teams back in the day, they had hatches, round ones, admittedly. But the idea is you could unbolt them, and then you could put your hand through the bulkhead to undo or tighten the damper bolts at the top, because you can't access them because the fuel tanks are in the way. So I did that. The only problem is, of course, I had my wiring loom going in exactly where that was. So I came up with the cunning idea, well, it doesn't matter, does it? I'll just put the plug in the socket, in the plate, if that makes sense. I can't just do a like for like it was, because everything in the boot is completely different now. I've got new pumps, I've got new all sorts of sensors and things like that, so I have to do it anyway. Plus I want to get rid of those old Lucas push fit things. I want to go fully Deutsch connector. And I had the plug the other way round, which I realised after doing it was stupid. It's great because I could have pulled the wiring loom out of the boot to work on it, but to actually do any work on the other side, the inside of the car, I couldn't. It was a pain to disconnect it because it was this side. I hope this is making sense. So what I'm making is basically a fly lead. So this is going to go through the bulkhead. I'm going to have another socket on the inside of the boot here. This is the bit that's going to go behind the tank, so I'm making some effort out of it. It's actually the main core, such as the the indicators and the stop lights is actually in there a trailer light cable. It makes sense because that's what it's for. That's 16 amp possibly. And the rest is the cable that was supplied by Cowes Marine Electrical, which is absolutely fantastic, and I've colour coordinated it so I know what it is because there's 12 pins. So I've done a bit of a wrap, which is quite nice. I've started to heat shrink the ends, getting it all ready. However, I've run out of heat shrink, so that's on order, and then I'll be able to finish it. No word of a lie, that took me an entire afternoon just to make that bit, but wow, do I enjoy wiring, that's for sure. You may notice that my projects do take a lot of time, and that's mainly because I've got too many projects and not enough time, so I only work on them maybe a little bit now and again. And there's always the risk that the Rally Mini, obviously it's got to be ready for the Jersey Rally in October, but I want it to be ready so that I can, you know, test it. Oh flipping heck, I've just realised how close that is. So my goal is to get it up and running so I can actually drive it around and make sure it's okay. Ready for the Mac Tools Isle of Wight Summer Barbecue, and that is on the 23rd of August, which is 4 weeks away from recording now. And I've just realised that that's basically the end of August. That will only give me September to do the last bit, and then bam, it's the Jersey Rally. Yes, okay, I do need to pull my finger out. Talking about the Jersey Rally, it's all happening. I'm very, very excited. I'm trying to make some contacts in Jersey just to make things a little bit easier than we did last year. One of the things that I'm asking is, would anybody be interested into being our service crew for that weekend? Ideally, you know, members of the Jersey Mini Owners Club. So if you are a member of the Jersey Mini Owners Club and you'd like to be our service crew for the weekend, you obviously don't have to do the whole thing, maybe just a day or you know, swap around. Please let me know. It would be fantastic because last time it was just catching myself, and if things go wrong, it's just nice to have hands on deck, if you know what I mean. Bin juice. Yeah, bin juice is where we try and fund the petrol for our motorsport by selling stuff that I find in the bin. Literally, that's how little money we have in our motorsport budget. This week, I managed to sell a pile of rope. Managed to get a £5 for it. Ka-ching! It's not a lot, but it's £5 in the pot for, you know, future motorsport, mainly for Jersey, and it's money for old rope. Ooh, motor mornings.
Oh, these cookies! Put that cookie down now!
Yes, the current motor that I'm working on at the moment is the Wizard of Longbridge, which is basically the 850 engine that I'm going to put into the Mark 1. Just dawned on me that the transmission output shafts are completely different to what we're running on there at the moment. I've got the later type pot joints with those associated drive shafts, and of course the 850's got the rubber donuts, hasn't it? I don't really want to go down the route of changing the drive shafts and output, you know, couplings on the Mark 1, unless I go to Hardy Spicers. No, the whole no, just again, the whole idea of building up the Mark 1 is to make it into the ultimate recce car and spares package for the Rally Mini. So if we take the Mark 1 to an event to recce, and obviously the Mark 1's in the car park while we're rallying and we have a problem with the rally car, we can whip stuff off the Mark 1 to keep the rally car going. If it's different, it doesn't work. Anyway, so the question is it as simple as changing the differential is what I'm saying? Somewhere I've got a 4-pin diff. I might have somewhere. I've got a Quaife ATB, but I don't really want to put that in the 850. Anyway, if you could let me know, is it as simple as swapping that over, or is there even a simpler version? Please let me know. Alfie update. Hello mate, how you hoping with the heat? Well, it's alright as long as I stay in the shade, because I'm quite a dark cat. My feet are white, my nose is white. Here's my arse. Yeah, ain't very nice. Oh.
Later that same evening.
What are you two? don't see a lot of Alfie lately, and it is all down to Merlin. Merlin is very dominant. He's a bit of a bully, but he is also a bit of a pussycat. Right, that's it. Thank you very much. I hope we are encouraging you to have a go at Grassroots Motorsport if you're not already. And thank you very much to everybody who helped support our team. Please have a look in the description below if you'd like to support us. There's bound to be some way that you can help us. And I say it every week, without your support, we couldn't do the motorsport that we love to do. So thank you very much. See you next week. Ta-ta for now.
Here's my horse. Cheers, mate.